Have you ever felt so overwhelmed by a situation that you just wanted to explode? Or maybe someone said something that instantly pushed all your buttons. We've all been there. It feels like your emotions hijack your brain, and you lose all control. But what if I told you there's a timeless philosophy, over 2,000 years old, that holds the secret to staying calm and composed? This isn't about suppressing your feelings or becoming a robot. It's about mastering them. Today, we're diving deep into 7 powerful Stoic principles that will help you never lose your calm again. First up, a cornerstone of Stoicism. Focus on what you can control. The ancient Stoic philosopher Epictetus said it best: some things are within our power, and some are not. Think about it. You can't control the traffic, the weather, or what other people think of you. You can't control if your boss is in a bad mood, or if a friend cancels plans. Spending your energy worrying, raging, or despairing over these things is like trying to push a river upstream. It's exhausting and pointless. Your thoughts, your judgments, your reactions, your choices. This is where your true power lies. When you feel that surge of anger because someone cut you off in traffic, pause. You can't control their driving, but you can control your response. Instead of laying on the horn and raising your blood pressure, you can choose to take a deep breath and let it go. By shifting your focus from the external to the internal, you reclaim your peace. It's a simple shift, but it's like every time you feel upset, ask yourself, is this something I can control? If the answer is no, then consciously decide to let it go. The second principle is to view obstacles as opportunities. This is a game. The Stoics didn't just endure hardship, they welcomed it. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. What does that mean? It means every problem, every setback, every difficult person is a chance to practice virtue, a chance to practice patience, courage, creativity, and resilience. Imagine you're working on a huge project, and suddenly, a major roadblock appears. The initial reaction is frustration, right? But a Stoic would see it differently. This isn't a disaster. It's a test. It's an opportunity to showcase your problem-solving skills, to collaborate better with your team. When someone is being difficult, it's not just an annoyance. It's a chance to practice patience and understanding. By reframing obstacles this way, you transform them from sources of stress into fuel for personal growth. You start to see challenges not as things that happen to you, but as things that happen for you. Principle number 3. Practice negative visualization. This might sound pessimistic, but it's actually a powerful tool for building gratitude and resilience. The Stoics would regularly take time to imagine losing the things they valued most. Their health, their loved ones, their possessions, their jobs. The point isn't to dwell on morbid thoughts and become depressed. The point is to appreciate what you have right now, in this very moment. Most of our anxiety comes from clinging too tightly to things and fearing their loss. By mentally rehearsing loss, you do 2 things. First, you realize how incredibly fortunate you are to have what you have. That morning cup of coffee tastes so much better when you've considered a world without it. A simple conversation with a loved one becomes more precious. Second, it prepares you for the inevitable twists and turns of life. If you've already contemplated a worst-case scenario, you'll be far less shocked and more prepared to handle it if it ever happens. It strips away the fear of the unknown. So take a moment each day to think about what you have, and imagine it gone. It will fill you with gratitude and make you mentally stronger. Knowing that your time is limited is the ultimate reality check. It cuts through all the trivial nonsense we worry about every day. That petty argument you had with a coworker? The silly grudge you're holding? In the grand scheme of things, does it really matter? Contemplating your own mortality isn't about being morbid. It's about gaining perspective. It's a filter to help you prioritize what's truly important. It encourages you to live with purpose, to not put off your dreams, to tell people you love them, and to not sweat the small stuff. When you feel overwhelmed with stress about a minor issue, just whisper to yourself, memento mori. Remember that life is finite. This thought can instantly dissolve your anxiety and refocus your energy on living fully and meaningfully right now. It inspires action, not fear. Our fifth principle is to practice voluntary discomfort. We live in a world that constantly seeks comfort. We have temperature-controlled homes, food delivered to our door, and entertainment on demand. But the Stoics believed that a life of constant ease makes us weak. To build mental fortitude, you need to intentionally step outside your comfort zone. Seneca, another great Stoic, would periodically live as if he were eating simple food, wearing basic clothes, and sleeping on the floor even, though he was a wealthy man. Why? To prove to himself that he could not only survive but thrive without these luxuries. It desensitized him to the fear of loss. You can apply this in small ways. Go for a run when you'd rather sit on the couch. By deliberately choosing a little discomfort, you're training your mind. You're teaching yourself that you are tougher than you think. When real, unavoidable hardship comes along, it won't feel so devastating because you've already been training for it. You build a psychological toughness that keeps you calm and steady when the world gets shaky. Sixth, we have the principle of amor fati, or love of fate. This is perhaps the most advanced and liberating Stoic idea. It goes beyond simply accepting what happens. It means loving everything that happens, seeing it all as necessary and good. The German philosopher Nietzsche, who was heavily influenced by the Stoics, described it as wanting nothing to be different, not forward, not backward, not in all eternity. This means embracing your life, exactly as it is, with all its triumphs and all its tragedies. It's not about being passive. You still work to improve your future, but you accept your past and present completely. That mistake you made last year, amor fati. The fact that you were born where and when you were, amor fati. It's all part of the unique tapestry of your life. Resisting reality is the source of so much suffering. By loving your fate, you stop fighting with life and start dancing with it. You find peace, not by changing your circumstances, but by changing your attitude towards them. You see everything as an essential part of your journey. Finally, our seventh principle. Keep a journal. This isn't just for teenagers. For the Stoics, journaling was a crucial daily practice for self-reflection and mental clarity. Marcus Aurelius's famous work, Meditations, was literally his personal journal. It was never meant for publication. It was his way of examining his thoughts, preparing for the day ahead, and reviewing his actions at the end of the day. So, how do you do it? In the morning, you can write about the challenges you might face and how you will apply Stoic principles to handle them. For example, today, I will meet difficult people. I will remember that their actions are not in my control, but my response is. At night, you can review your day. Where did I go wrong? What did I do right? What could I have done better? This process is like having a conversation with yourself. It helps you untangle your emotions, recognize your patterns, and hold yourself accountable. It is a practical tool that brings all these other principles together and integrates them into your daily life, transforming them from abstract ideas into lived experiences. 7 powerful Stoic principles to help you cultivate an unshakable inner calm. Focus on what you control. See obstacles as opportunities. Practice negative visualization. Remember you will die. Practice voluntary discomfort. Love your fate. And keep a journal. They are practices, habits to be built over time. But by starting to integrate them into your life, even one at a time, you'll begin to notice a profound shift. You'll become less reactive, more resilient, and more at peace with the world and with yourself. You will become the calm, steady rock in the middle of a stormy sea. Thanks for watching.